Beautiful wadis in Oman.
Being one of the most famous wadis in Oman in the Al-Sharqiya region, Wadi Bani Khalid is popular for its large pools of emerald green water surrounded by tall palm trees. Unlike other wadis in Oman that are dry in the summer months, Wadi Bani Khalid is known to have a constant flow of water throughout the year. The rocky canyon and cliffs of the Hajar Mountains make it breathtakingly beautiful and is often touted as the desert paradise. This is considered a favorite amongst hikers and is also a famous picnic spot. The beautiful Wadi Shab is an extremely famous outdoor destination for locals and tourists in Oman. The beautiful wadi is packed during the peak season of November to March because it's surrounded by picturesque hills, date palms and the gorgeous waterfall inside one of the caves in the mountain. However, to reach there you will need to hike for about 40 minutes. The hike takes you through a beautiful but rugged path where you will see 2 to 3 pools where you can swim. You could even dive into the pools from the mountain cliffs or from inside the cave. Located in the Al-Sharqiya region, this wadi in Oman remains relatively untouched. There are few signs leading to it, so it's important to keep an eye out for off-road signboards. The wadi is home to villages on each side of its banks, the residents of which are welcoming of tourists. They encourage visitors because of the local tribe's women's textile industry from which you can buy skillfully stitched Omani garments. The wadi is blessed with flora such as mango trees, banana trees, and lemon trees that make a lovely sight. A beautiful scenic spot for all nature lovers, Wadi Darbat has picturesque hills surrounding it and a beautiful waterfall. Wadi Darbat is a splendid lush green valley with the surrounding hills having small caves which people can hike up. It's the perfect spot for a little family picnic or a friendly gathering. During the Kharif, monsoon season, the wadi is packed with locals and tourists that have come to enjoy the green landscaped hills. There are many small stalls and restaurants at the valley selling street food like shawarmas, popcorn, and ice cream. This wadi in Oman is located in the Muzindam Governorate in northern Oman, specifically near its capital of Kassab. It's a site for fossils, primitive drawings, and ruins from Oman's past. Aside from this, it is home to a number of wildflowers and herbs that blossom during the monsoon months. There's also Al Rawdah fort that you can visit close by with stone steps leading up to an amazing view of the village and its surrounding greenery. There's a curator who conducts tours of the fort as well. This is another wadi that houses a fort nearby. The recently renovated rustic fort includes an audio tour and lovely hot springs to rest your feet. The wadi itself gets very crowded on weekends, especially as people visit from around the country to see the wadi's year-round waterfall. The waters are an amazing azure color. It's a lovely place to have a picnic and spend an afternoon with friends. Located in the Al-Tahira region, reaching this wadi in Oman requires from off-roading. A 4x4 car is required to travel along the wadi's rock surfaces. In the parts of Wadi Dhum that have smooth rock surfaces, it's important to tread carefully. In fact, it's advisable to wear smart shoes with good grip to avoid any falls. There are ropes that are provided to pull you through Wadi Dhum's deep water pools in the monsoons, but in the summer months, the wadi becomes fairly dry and barren. Wadi Mistal can be found on the Nakal Ar rustic road that leads towards the Wukan village. The wadi is home to this beautiful settlement which has only a few families residing inside. The village has lush green gardens where they grow apricots, grapes, pomegranates, and dates. Their gardens are watered through the Wukan village's intricate irrigation system that you can observe while walking around. The locals are very hospitable, although it's best to stick to the demarcated paths to avoid walking into their private residences. The wadi opens into the Gubra Bowl that is a gravelly plain stretching as far as the eye can see. Found in the South Batina Governorate, Wadi Bani Awf has high stretching cliffs, large boulders, and small waterfalls. Unlike other wadis in Oman, it has fairly cool weather because the sun is blocked by the high cliffs. You'll require private transport to reach here as there is no public transport available to this wadi. It covers a large area with lots of villages. It features the Snake Canyon which is a long, winding rock canyon with interesting rock formations. Visiting Wadi Bani Awf should be avoided during rains as it gets flooded very easily. This is one of the largest wadis in the country. It is located near Old Khud village in Wilaya Al Sib, which is less than half an hour away from Muscat. The wadi gets its name from the Arabic word khud, which means wade, because of the large pools of water that collect here during the heavy rains which the villagers would wade through. The wadi has hot springs like an Al Hab and Al Khud castle nearby that is more than 300 years old. This isn't a trekking wadi, rather a place to sit down and enjoy the cool breeze amidst green palm trees. This wadi in Oman can be found in Nakhl in South Al Batina region. It earns its name from the carbonate rocks in the region that once made the water pools appear white in color, although the water looks a cool blue in color now. It is an hour's drive away from Muscat. There's a pleasant trekking path with plenty of flora, making it a picturesque for an afternoon with friends and family. It has pools that aren't too deep, meaning that parents need not worry about their children diving in after a hot afternoon in the sun. There's Nakhl Fort close by that can be visited as well. Emerald-colored pools surrounded with beautiful banana plantations and date palms. Wadi Tiwi is not as famous as Wadi Shab but just as beautiful as the rest. Located close to the Mibam village, this for all of the adventurous folk out there. You can go on a 2-day hike from the wadi to some less explored parts of the region. Carry your own equipment and snacks when visiting Wadi Tiwi as there are no shops in the vicinity.
Please don't forget to subscribe.